Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian-American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials of affordable, inexpensive makeup from Walmart, drugstore, dollar store, various websites. I'll test it on my face, I'll pass the savings to you guys. So this is one of those videos, my favorite topic, either AliExpress or Amazon. So this is an AliExpress brand, but I got this on Amazon. So this is the infamous Ucanbe Anwen Cellophane palette, which I've been eyeing for a long time. So we're going to be doing this look, reviewing swatches, quick tutorial, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So if you guys interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new video upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 AM Pacific time, and also go live every week. The day is currently changing, so watch out for the new live weekday and time. So like, comment, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The links are down in the description box. So let's get right into this. So I asked you guys in my previous videos what Russian word of the day you would like to hear, and so far I got one answer, so somebody was listening. Anyway, so I was asked to do the I love you. I think I did it once, but it was a while ago, so let's do the repeat. Я тебя люблю. So it's going to be a Russian Cyrillic up here and the pronunciation phonetics below. So if you guys see, I usually divide the pronunciation to syllables. It doesn't mean that the word is divided like that. I just divide them so you know you can pronounce syllables correctly. I guess it makes sense, I think. So я тебя люблю. Я means I. Тебя, you. Russians, we have different order words, if you notice. We kind of can flip them. We can flip words whichever way you like. In English, it's not the same. But in Russian, you can put different words in different order. Most of the time, you can flip them whichever way you like. Я тебя, you, love. I, you, love, pretty much. So я тебя люблю. So if you like, you can use it in a sentence down in the comments below. So let's get right into this review. So I've been eyeing this palette for months, a few months already. So this is Cellophane Ucanbe palette. It looks like this. It's really pretty. When I saw the packaging, I mean, it's a cheap packaging, let's be honest, but it's really pretty the way they made it. Like, see, it kind of reflects all the lights. So it came in a sleeve like this. And if you've seen it, this is what it looks like. So obviously this is Anwen. So Ucanbe Anwen. It says, I mean really, Anwen. She's cute. I really like her. Actually, I watched a few of her videos. I mean, I don't have time to watch a lot of YouTube, but I watch her beauty glazed and asbestos videos. That's how I started watching her, to be honest. I just came across it because I do a lot of budget videos and I have a lot of beauty glaze. So I was asked by my friends, like, are you still using your beauty glaze? And I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I went to her channel and she kind of talked to me in comments. She's really nice, actually. She responds to comments. So that's really like, you know, when a YouTuber gets bigger, sometimes you don't have time to respond. So thank you, Anwen. I mean, clearly she's not gonna watch this, but if you do, thank you for responding. Thank you for helping me use your footage in my video about asbestos. But anyway, long story short, she was talking about her own palette and Ucanbe, since it's a Chinese brand, so she tested her own palette for asbestos and it was negative. She tested it like by the brand itself and by an independent lab. So that's a good thing to know. So this is asbestos free for sure. I mean, I think it's so rare though, so I don't know, the whole asbestos thing, it doesn't happen that often, thank God. So that's it. So that's what it looks like in the back and the front, and that's what it looks like inside. So it has a mirror. It's like a little cardboardy. I mean, obviously it's budget, it's $12. I mean, what do you want? So we're gonna be testing this. Let's do the swatches first and I'll be back. So clearly it's pretty big. So it's 21 shades and a lot of them are shimmers, but I think it's a pretty good mix of mattes and shimmers. So I'll be back with my arm painted. I'm not gonna do it on camera because it takes a long time, so I'll be back with this. Alright, so I painted my arm. So the consensus is there's 10 mattes and 11 shimmers. So it's a good mix. I would prefer more mattes and shimmers, but I think it's a decent mix. And considering there's a black and there's almost a white, a real light color, I'm real happy about that. That's my favorite pet peeve. So here they are. So that's the first row here, down to the green. The green swatch is really nice, and that's a real light green. Those are my two beautiful kind of shifter shimmers. That's good for the highlight, and put that in the inner corner. And this is the rest of the second row. And this is gorgeous. Look at the blue. Oof. And this is the last one. That gold. I have a little bit of that in my eyelid. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. The black swatch is decently, I mean, it doesn't look that great on the swatch, but it comes out great in the eye. It's not the blackest black you would see, but it's still, it really performs well. So that's that's the whole shebang. So I already primed with the Candid Concealer 015 Light Pale. Then thanks to Nissa's recommendations, I really like it actually. So I'm going budget with the budget palette, so I decided to go budget with my primer. So yeah, let's do this on camera, because you know you all love it, don't you? I hope you could hear that, some ASMR for you. Here's the mirror. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with black first, Starry Night. It has like a little bit of flecks of glitter in it, which I don't mind. I like that. So I'm gonna use some of the brushes that's not AliExpress, and some brushes AliExpress, because kind of like Anwen likes AliExpress, I like AliExpress, so I'll try to use as much AliExpress stuff as I can. So using a small spectrum brush actually, A27, I'm gonna go into this Starry Night. Put it in the outer corner, on an angle. I mean, what else is new? Sometimes I go away from my regular shape and I do something like rounded, or I'll do a full cut crease, but that's my favorite shape, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think this kind of shape looks flatter in most people. So I'm gonna go right into the low lash line. So right off the bat, there's not much fallout. It's really black, it's really pigmented, so I'm really impressed. Has like a little specks of like a bluish glitter. I really like that. I think that's why it's called Starry Night. Because it's matte, but it's like there's something a little bit there. So I'm gonna go right into the crease. Just above my crease. So here's the deal. Usually when I apply black eyeshadow like this becomes a problem. So to blend out this edge with another lighter color is really difficult. So my tip is usually take a bigger brush and mix the black with the next color together and smoosh it, like Teresa says, all over, and try to blend it out that way. So I'm gonna use the AliExpress brush, that's N More. It's kind of a flat, but it's fluffy. I like to use that for blending two colors together. So it doesn't have, it says brush 1 actually. It's a brush 1. So I'm gonna go into the grunge. I'm feeling grungy. Grunge and Starry Night. So smoosh them together on the same brush first. Black and grungy green. I love that kind of green. And this is of course for Teresa, because she's gonna be living with this green. So you see what's happening here? It creates like a perfect blend with no hard edges. Now I can clean this brush up in a color switch and go straight for grunge. And we get in a perfect blend, pretty much. Like literally, there's nothing, no harsh lines. Actually, it's really unique. Because a lot of more expensive palettes, when I mix the black, try to blend black with other colors, it takes forever. Even like the beautiful Beauty Bay Bright Matte, the black, I remember I was doing black and orange and I could not blend them together. It took me forever. But this one, this little sucker from Amazon, same difference, works well. So I'm gonna take another AliExpress brush. It's fluffier. And this one says brush number 8, eye crease, and more. I'm going to try to remember to find this and list them in the description box. You can shop from my description box and find this set. The other thing, I like these brushes a lot. They're very soft, very great to blend, but there is no small brushes in the set. They're all kind of like on the bigger size, but they're real nice. So I'm going to the Alex. I don't know if I showed you. To lighter green. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go between Alex and Grunge, the two greens, smoosh them together. And now we're getting pretty perfect blend. So now I'm going for the actual not very good color to blend with, because purple and green, they don't really blend together that well, but we'll do our best because I do like the combination of purple and green. So I'm gonna go into this purple, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of Honeys. Isn't Honeys the name of her boyfriend or something? I'm so like oblivious, but I remember she mentioned Honeys. Anyway, purple Honeys. And it's actually purple, excuse me. And then I'll blend that in the Clueless a little bit, so it's kind of a mismatch with all of them. And I'll use another Express brush. It's a little large. I usually wouldn't use that large brush that close to my inner corner, but for the purpose of this video, oh, look at this pigmentation, look at that. This is so beautiful. I mean, I already saw it in the other eye, but still, like, putting that purple here next to green, it does something to me. Don't you love purple and green? I think we got like a purple and green group here. We all love purple and green. Comment below if you like purple and green. So I'm going into this lighter Clueless color. So what are you guys doing? Do you still do something outside, work out? How's the weather where do you live? Because I know a lot of you all from UK, so the weather is getting colder. You get into the lockdown again, so it's going to be difficult to move around. But I mean, we're going to get through it. I'm very positive, like, when I think about it, because I mean, I've been stuck at home not being able to work for days because the gyms are still closed. So I'm kind of like, well, I'm stuck and I'm stuck. But if you guys are used to doing something now, you can't, so it's going to be more difficult. So here at least the weather is good. Another Express brush, I'm going to go to Positivity and just kind of smoosh it all over here. So yeah, so at least we can go out and do something outside. Since my knees are non-functional now, so I can only go outside, walk. I'm not allowed to hike yet. I think I have a few more days. The doctor said 7 days. I have 3 days left out of 7 days. So by the time this video comes out, I should be able to do something more than just walk. So yeah, so let me know what you guys do. And I've been working out, lifting weights. I've been lifting weights. I just started. I mean, I haven't lifted weights like forever. Well, first of all, I broke my elbow in Las Vegas. That's the second elbow. Because the first elbow was 2006. The second elbow, 2016. I'm a walking accident. If you never watched my channel before, it's a lot of accidents in here. So yeah. So when I broke my elbow, 2016, 17, something like that, I couldn't work out because, you know, anything hurts that requires bending elbow. So I kind of like did some body conditioning classes at the gym, like I was teaching them, but it wasn't like lifting. So, and then now we live here, the gyms are closed, I can't go anywhere. So we bought those weights on Amazon. If you guys are looking for weights and you can afford to spend a few $100s, this is like a home gym. You know, think about how much makeup you buy and how much money you spend on palettes. I'm just like guilt shaming you all. But you're spending hundreds of dollars for palettes, right? Can you imagine what you can invest in your own self and your own health? Invest in those weights and you get 5 different weights for one price. I'm gonna sound like an infomercial, but I'm just so happy with my purchase. It's like those clickable, like you click and you adjust, you get 5 pounds, you get 10 pounds, that's 2, 15, 3, 24, and 25 pounds, 5. So each dumbbell is adjustable, so they take so little space, so you got like 5 dumbbells in one, you know what I mean? So you can lift a lot. So I did a workout today, I mean, my heart rate was up, I'm like, yes. So I'm really happy about this. So if you guys are looking for like any gym workout, they're like, were they like 300 bucks, John?
I think so.
Yeah, something like around 300, I think, or 200 something. So I mean, when you think about it, it's expensive, but it's like total body gym pretty much, because you can do anything with those. So I'm really happy, and I pushed them right under the bed. They take no space at all. For the apartment living, it's perfect. Yeah, so what am I doing here? Low lash line. I got distracted. So lavish brush eye shading. I like this small. It's a thick but not too thick, so it's perfect for the low lash line. I'm gonna go with PAMS, whatever PAMS is. I'm sure this name means something, but I kind of missed the whole story. So this one, it's that perfect blue purple color, and it has that shine. It's not totally metallic, but it's like satin. It is so beautiful. I'm just living for this. See, it's like it's a little more blue than purple. Just right for me. Then I'm gonna kind of drag the green under here, because that's what I did on the other eye. And we got to match both eyeballs. They have to be matching. Blend out the black and the grunge again, like smoosh between two. I mean, Teresa, I kind of adapted your smoosh word here. I'm using your professional terminology. So instead of blending, I'm smooshing. Alright, so this is like a little messy, but it's just initial blend. So the brow bone I'm going to highlight with the Pixies. You know, both of these colors right here, they kind of has a little dual shift. Like the pink, they kind of shifts a little bit with a little like a silver green almost. And this one's like a gold white or something. So they're both a little like had a little shift. So I love those kind of shifty colors. So I'm taking a small spectrum brush, A15. And I'm gonna go into the Pixies, highlight the brow bone. So I was buying this palette on Amazon, and Teresa is like, I don't like this palette. I hope I'm not like revealing a big secret that you don't like it. But anyway, yeah, so I love that Teresa was so sassy. I'm like, I don't like it, it's powdery and doesn't really have pigmentation. I'm like, say what? Girl, you got a bad palette, because so far, so good. So back to that Alex, the beautiful lime green. And we're going to blend the green into the highlight shade. Yeah, so far I'm happy. I like when palettes are cheap and they blend out so easily. That's literally like there's no work. Especially what shocked me, how black blended with color. Because it's really finicky, like to blend black with other colors. And this one was like, wow, huh? How did you do that? Ucanbe, I'm coming for you. And I'm getting more Ucanbe makeup. So let me cut my crease real quick. I'll just do a real quick cheap cut crease, the same concealer. And I'll be back to put some shimmer on. I have a little glitter here too, so I'll be back. So I'm taking another AliExpress brush. This is a flat brush, and this is a brush number 2. It says medium shader. It's kind of flat-ish. Normally I would use something thinner, but we have no other choice, and I kind of want to go with AliExpress, so I'm using, my hair is sitting right on the palette. I'm using this Icy Queen because I'm a queen. Alright, Icy Queen, so I'm gonna put this here, and then when I end up with the green, I like to do this blend, so I'm going to blend yes by yes. What, B yes? Oh, yes, B yes? Oh, that sounded bad. I'm just having fun with these names. And Sardinia, so I kind of blend them together to create more warm green, so. Sorry, Anwen, but I decided to mix your eyeshadows together, because that's how I roll. I mix everything. So, Icy Queen. I think comes with hairdressing. When I used to do hair, I used to love mixing everything. Like add a little bit of this, a little bit of that to create like a very unique color. It was very instinctual for me. Like I went by instinct. I remember when I went to beauty school, my teacher would study in color. That chapter was my favorite, of course, because I couldn't wait to get to color formulation. So I started to like give my suggestions, what I would have done. And my teacher is like, she is getting the concept of color. I'm like, oh, I'm getting the concept. Yeah, I love that. Alright, so now I'm mixing these two together. So Sardinia and Yes BS. I like Anwen. She's got that sense of humor, she's funny, and she likes AliExpress. I like AliExpress. We can be girlfriends. You hear me, Anwen? Come over to LA. Alright, so put this next to... See, it gives it a little bit of that kind of a grungy green. The same kind of thing as the matte. So you see, it gives that kind of reflect, the pink and the green. It's real nice. So going back to black and same small brush. Going back to that bigger brush. And I'll mix smoosh, excuse me, grunge. Grunge and black, Starry Night. Starry Night. What did I say? Starry Night? Like staring? What am I saying here? So this is the video. I think it's going to be released on Wednesday. And I think this is the last video you're gonna see me with this hair color. With the blonde. Before I change my mind, I need to tell you something, a secret. I'm gonna go back to brunette. Oh my god! I'm scared. You see, thing is, I do this thing every few years. I go back to brunette and I get tired of blonde. I'm like, I wanna go back, you know, it looks good. It's easier to maintain. It's close to my own color, because, I mean, clearly I've got roots, so I wanna go to like a golden brown, like a dark. I think from the times that I did the Elaina Gilbert makeup, you know, the whole vampire thing, I'm like, oh, I like it. So now I'm like, I want to be brunette, but without the fangs, without the blood, you know what I mean? I'm such a weirdo. So I hope it's not going to end in disaster and not going to be a disaster again. And 3 months later, I'm going to be like, I have to bleach it out again. Oh my god. That happened every single time. That's why I've been blonde for years. I keep going back. So I did finish my waterline with a combination of things because I like mixing things to create the perfect match for this. So I created a match by LA Girl Shockwave in the color, what is this color called? Vivid, and this one's Color Pop Cream Gel Liner in the color Prance. So one on top of the other created like a perfect match for this. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of extra, I added glitter because I have to. Oh yeah, the eyeliner is Renaissance Flick. That's my favorite recently. So I'm using AliExpress small brush. I'm gonna go. So don't complain because I said I'm gonna use everything budget, and then I proceeded to use Stila. But this is budget because this is from TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. So this is La Douche. Was it like a douche bag? Douche. I had to go there. So, I can't. That's what it's called. Anyway. So I'm just gonna use this brush and go above the black. Just want to add a little extra something. So what happens next when I do mascara and eyelashes, I emphasize the black line above the eyelashes, make sure that they blend, and then we're gonna fix if anything needs to be fixed. So now I'm gonna put a little here. And then for the rest, I want to use the other color that I got in TJ Maxx. The same thing, budget. I honestly don't remember what they cost, but I think it was like a $5-6 pretty much. And this is Color Cloud, I can't pronounce actually. And this is a kind of like a perfect match of this tone to green and the other tone to purple and pink. It's really reflective. Yeah, there's something about this formula. I mean, I have a lot of AliExpress dupes that work almost just as well, but still it's something special, really. So let me do the eyelashes, the mascara, and I'll be back to show you the eyes, and we'll do the base, and we'll get back to this. Okay, so here we got the eyes. So it's pretty much all just the eyeshadow, except for a little bit of steel glitter. So yeah. Really nice. I have no complaints about this palette, like zero complaints, especially for the price, and you know where it came from. It's a inexpensive Chinese brand, but she did well and then collaborated well. I'm really happy with this. So let me finish my face and I'll be back. Okay, so here are the eyes. So here's the finished look. I used the CYO foundation actually. I haven't used this in a while, and as you can see in my declutter video, I wanted to try it again, and I think it's a good foundation. I should use it more often because I haven't touched it in a while. I don't know if it's expired, but it works really well. And I used the ColourPop concealer, which I am decluttering for sure because my under eyes are really dry now. I mean, you might not see, but they're cracking terribly, so yeah, that's a real bad one for me, at least for me. For the lips, I use the combination. So this is the Wet n Wild, this is the Nudie Patootie, and this is like deadly looking, but it's so pretty. And I use this one, the Liquid Catsuit, a little bit, and a little lip gloss on top of it. Like the combination came out real pale the way I wanted it, because I want focus to be in the eyes. So let's see, let's talk about this. So the shimmers, the ones at least the ones I used today, they're real good. There's some of them are more satin, and some of them are really reflective, like this one, and this one is reflective, and these two are amazing. The green one is real good. The mattes perform really well. Even the light green one was very visible when I blended it out. The black blends out like a dream. I don't know if I've never seen, but I have not seen in a while the black that blends so easy into the other colors. This green and this black so far on like from each other, just like very far. But the blend, it's so easy, there is no work. So I'm really surprised. I mean, yeah, I am surprised because it's $12 palette. Come on, it's a Chinese palette from Amazon. It looks cheap, but I mean, to me, it's great. So I know that some people might not like it, but the quality I think is really nice. So I'll be doing more looks for this, definitely. And just beautiful. So would I recommend it? Yes, 100%. Especially if you're into budget makeup. And this is so bright, so colorful. This is so jewel toned. If you like jewel tones, you will like this for sure. I mean, no, it's not a $60, $70 palette. It's not gonna perform like your ABH palette, but this is very comparable to my taste. Is very pretty. So, and I mean, look at the packaging. It's like magic. So yeah, I'm gonna link this palette below from Amazon. I'm gonna link some of the items I used today if I find the links. As I mentioned before, I got myself affiliate links from ShopStyle and RewardStyle, and I earn a small commission if you guys shop for my links. So if you're interested in buying any of these things, including this palette, I'm going to link this in the description box. So that's it, that's the end of the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 AM Pacific time, and I also go live every week, and the day is about to change. I think it's changing from Sunday to Monday because Sunday was a little difficult. People weren't watching, so we're trying different watch times. So I think most likely it's going to be Monday 7 PM UK time, which is 11 AM in Pacific time. I mean, it's complicated. So like, comment, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The links are down in the description box. And thank you for all the patrons that joined my Patreon group recently. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.